because I know some artists can get very fussy about copyright, and if you've got you're sending out somebody else's image, it's so easy to cut and paste.
Yeah.
Forget your framing. Make some end user, someone else, can take that and cut out their piece of work and do whatever they will with it. You want to be pretty careful.
And that's where for me it gets really blurry. And in my experience, artists really don't have the money to come after me for that.
Right.
But when the artist sells their watercolor to one person, and then that person brings it to me, we've changed, but the artist still owns. You know, the artist sells that watercolor. The person who purchased it isn't able to change it. That becomes a legal issue. So that's why there's multiple steps to all that, and
It's a
I'm
very
always a
complicated
little
issue,
bit.
and your best bet is to get permission from the artist.
Yeah.
And that's not going to happen. I mean,
It sounds
that's
like,
just not
it
gonna
sounds
happen.
to me like this is more of a, maybe
Yeah.
some legal
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah,
that
so
you
I
wanna
just
be-
wondering. But that's all
looking
part of
into.
social media, because I
Absolutely.
hear posting a lot of images and a lot of art and stuff. I think that's all part of your responsibility of posting things.
Right.
Absolutely.
With stuff like Pinterest, I mean, you can pin a photograph that someone did. You're not stealing their art, right? They're not going to come after you because of that. So definitely, especially as fundamental to your business as it is, talk to an IP attorney. I mean, you have to. For people that it isn't so core to their business, once again, I think people make a bigger deal out of it than they need to. Ask permission and give credit. And if you abide by those two rules, you're probably going to be just fine. And when in doubt, talk to an IP attorney. The great thing, kind of going back to resources, your biggest resources in the town are other people. And the great thing about Portland, I came from California, and in California, you reach out to someone to have coffee or just to talk to them, and they look at you like you're crazy. Like, I don't have time for you. Leave me alone. In Portland, you go, hey, can I buy you a cup of coffee? I'd love to hear what you do. They're like, yeah. What are we going to do?
Carry upset.
Yeah, exactly. And so they'll sit down with you and they'll tell you everything you need to know. So network. This town, network your butt off. And there's a number of IP attorneys in town that will sit down with you for free and talk. Yeah, buy them a cup of coffee and they'll talk. You want them to do work, you want them to draw up different documents, so then you're going to have to pay. But network. Reach out to people. It's way more important than HubSpot, for example.
Were there any other questions for the panel? Well, then, thank you guys so much. You gave so much amazing information. And if you guys are interested, if you didn't take notes, there's bios about each one of them here. And feel free to talk afterwards if you want any follow-up information. So thank you all for coming, and hopefully we'll go find out some good news for everybody.
Well, Ohio, based on Ohio, Obama's ahead 50-48. 50% to 48%.
How do you do in Florida?
I don't know, that's all I found.